Hello and welcome everybody and welcome to the wonderful world of Hyrule. I'm your host, Tjmaelstrom. Joining me today is Dark Shows. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Excited to see some more round one matches here for the Challenge Cup.
Indeed. So looks like Tjmaelstrom has won game one and Levon is going to need to win this to have a chance at advancing. And there's the bow. Oh wow. Okay, that's fast. Emrith, if you could prop or TJ on the left, that'd be good.
Now, since this is game two, LavanFirestorm has made the change that we will have fast Ganon today, so Ganon's tower is not required, hopefully.
Yeah.
So Sanctuary's been the more popular start lately. It's kind of odd to see both of them going with Link's house up into Hyrule.
Sword!
But Sword definitely nice find early. And perfect timing too, so they can go ahead and explore the castle while they're up here.
Yep. So, what kind of trolls are you hoping for today, Dark Shadows?
Well, I know I said hopefully Gan's tower isn't required. There is the ultimate troll that I kind of hope doesn't happen for their sake, and I kind of want to see happen, is 3 swords in GT.
Or locked behind, even better.
Yeah, you have two people commentating that like to devise little plando seeds, so we have evil thoughts at times.
I don't know if you were around early enough for Dude, Where's My Sword? I think you were, though.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
4 swords locked behind dorm 2 chest with no bug net available. Also, Emrith, you might want to just put Levon's timer in TJ's spot.
So we had some bombs over in the boomerang chest, so they don't have to farm them if they decide to take the death warp and go check the back of escape. And we see Levon taking that death warp. TJ's having to be very careful with this ball and chain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he was committed to that death warp because he was trying to leave that green guard alive, but deciding against it.
Yeah.
He's walking back. If he wanted to, he could use 2 of his bombs to go ahead and take that death warp, but that would only leave him with 1 bomb. There he's going to take the death warp up there. And Levon's having some problems in these dark rooms, going to save and quit out before the death. Now, Bo, great weapon. Oh, that might have been why he did the save and quit. I see a shield, so he must have got the shield out of the Dark Cross.
Yeah, seem to make sense.
It's so odd seeing the bow as one of the first items. Usually by the time you get the bow, you're sitting on 30 arrows. You don't care about arrows. Now, this might, if you see arrow drops, they might actually go and pick them up.
Yeah. Like, well,
Or not.
Vaughn says no. I think LaVon disagrees with your assessment.
Yeah, even just the wooden arrows, I believe, do a Master Sword level of damage to things that don't have a special damage table for it.
Possibly.
It one-shot green guards and two-shot blue guards, which is still better than the fighter sword. Now, Levon did not check the lumberjack ledge, so TJ's going to be the only one with that information so
Ooh,
far.
Red Ray.
3 hundo.
And it is book. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know, Math. How many trolls can the book be hiding today?
Let's see. Maybe you want to help me investigate these?
Well, first, what else is Levon going to find over here? Oh, well, there's our Zora money. But yeah, we haven't even had a map check yet, so we don't know what our light world crystals are. We found a glove and a hammer
Ooh.
over in the well.
Well, that's a good start.
That's 2/3 of your dark world access.
And 10 bombs. Bottle vendor, usually we pay for those with 50 rupees, not 100. What you think of doubling the price there on us?
He was taking advantage of that prime real estate. You know, not having to go all the way down and all the way back.
Yeah, I suppose. Not sure that's how that works, but sure, let's go with that. Master Sword. Oh man.
There's a few ways that can go. Can you dig that?
I think you mean read the seed with that. No, okay. 50 rupees on library.
Levon's just going to go ahead and check what's on the race game, and just going to leave that behind.
Yep.
We got crystals all around in the light world with the 5/6 crystal over in desert.
Not bad, not bad.
And instead of a flute, we've got, 5 rupees. Yeah, leave that behind.
I mean, it's the correct color, it's just not the right shape. And
And
LaVon headed to Eastern.
I agree with this play. They have the bow. As long as they can do the dark rooms, hey, that's a free crystal.
Yeah. Which I'm sure LaVon can. I got to practice Dark Aga with only bombs earlier today. That was an adventure.
Dark Aga is always in it.
I discovered that Dark Pit. Oh well. Okay.
Gotta.
And you were saying about dark rooms.
I didn't say anything about dark rooms. Where you?
So that does put something very interesting in logic. You know what that puts in logic?
The thing that no one.
Mm-hmm. And with those boots, that gives us lumberjack access.
Now, since LaVon has not seen the ledge, I doubt they'll do Aga. They still have South Shore. They still have Zor.
Amrith, try cleaning out the crops because it might just be overcrop for LaVon's.
Now, what'll be interesting is if Tjmaelstrom decides to do Aga after they get that lamp and boots, because they. Like, it would be a gamble for sure, but is it one?
Green pendant, ew.
Whoop, there.
Yeah.
And the single arrow of destiny over an.
Oh man. Though I gotta say, boots, master sword, lamp, book on the lumberjack. Oh man, that's I'm smelling an aga seed.
Well, it's just the book on the ledge. This is not a plan, though. It doesn't have to.
True. So. my Plando senses are tingling.
And I think LaVon actually stunned that spaghetti monster there, so I think small magic is our stun prize today.
Yes, it is.
And that's our last item out of Eastern. So we had a piece of heart up front, we had the single arrow of destiny, and then the big chest with a big old stash of rupees.
Beltedus. Or Beldethus, sorry. Beldethus? Yeah. Let's go with that. Actually, yes, there's a book on the lumberjack.
Yeah, and LaVon does not have that information. For a second there, I thought he thread the needle on those Igors. I have seen people. I think, I actually did it. split in between the two of them.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room for that. And he misses the quick kill, but still gets him down pretty quick.
Also, yes, Split Gun Lumberjack is quite interesting. And as a founder of a Plando network, I can't help but feel suspicious of that.
TJ took a beating from those skeletons coming out from opening the big chest, so they have to heal up before tackling this.
Half magic.
That's a good find. They can't really take advantage of it right now, but
I'm
yeah,
sure they'll be happy of it later.
Yeah, all they need is a moon pearl for Dark World access, and if they get a fire rod soon, it's a great thing to use with half magic, or blue cane. I take blue cane half.
You were saying?
I guess they will take a blue cane and half.
Burn the witch.
TJ was a little bit slow on that second arrow, so they have to two-side.
Yep. Tempered flute.
So I don't have any music right.
I always have a good song ready, even if it is a rip-off from the original, but you know.
Considering Lavan's rupee count, we're going to wait a little bit on that flute, because we still have Ice Rod Cave and all of the fake.
Yep. Can only, well, actually no, he can store a water block, never mind. Now whether he chooses to do that's another matter entirely. Nope.
Oh, no fake flip. We're getting bonk rocks from TJ.
Bottle.
I'm curious where. Oh, that's right. They haven't done.
Nope. No, they have not. And whole bunch of nothing.
Not to mention, this is an immediate play to activate.
Yep.
Right after bonk.
Yeah, makes sense.
Lavan is about to get the bad news that you don't know if Aga's.
those rage slashes, though, that are probably just to get closer, but you know.
I think rage would be appropriate.
Oh, yes. Very. Alright. Alright. I am the quacking duck, flying to and fro. I am silly Whoopie, look at me go. Firemen are like flying out your grill. Do not charge a fee, but still have a bill.
Now, TJ didn't even go all the way down to Ice Rock Cave, but I wouldn't be surprised if they flute there later. You know, for in logic checks, I think all we have left are Agina, Zora, the 3 checks on Death Mountain, and the pyramid.
Well, you say that.
I say that, and then there's a hook shot.
I think you've got a bad case of foot and mouth syndrome.
Maybe it's commentator's blessing?
10 arrows inside. But has he Death Mountain? What am I gonna do with you, Dark Shadows?
What?
Every time you open your mouth, you get them something nice.
Hey, it's to make up for those plandos. I totally didn't make a seed where I hid the lamp inside the big chest again in his tower, and it's in.
Was that tournament match?
Oh no, this is with the new version, but we have a butter sword in the bottom of Paradise.
Oh my. I think the game be trying to tell us something. Blue mail.
And the mitts?
Mirror.
The mitts are.
But, Mirror gives us hair access. Just saying.
Yes, it does. And King Rip.
Oh wait, we had hair access with Hammer, never mind.
Well, we had hair access once we got that hook.
Yeah.
Well, the hook shot and the hammer. Though when TJ makes his eventual climb up into Death Mountain, he'll be able to check Super Bunny Cave.
You know, there's no guarantee that we can get the second item in here, though. Cause no, or wait, no, they have lamp. But, yeah, just a bottle so far.
Now, Levon opting not to do the Herapod, or maybe hasn't learned the.
I need to learn it, but golly.
Yeah, no Dr. Bob knows how to do it, and it's funny that he and I both have different lineups.
Okay, so nothing good in Hera. So what's left aside from Pyramid Lich? And, you know, Lumberjack? Okay. So, they're probably gonna be going there soonish. We do have the flute after all. It's not that out of the way. I think my Plando senses were correct, though.
My question is, where are those flip?
Somewhere unspeakably horrible, probably.
Well, it's not mitts locked because Tjmaelstrom found the Titan's mitts in the water.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It can be... It's only locked pretty much those 3 dungeons. In Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really lock much.
Okay, Lavon, are you gonna go to Agina? Yep.
And Quizbowl's bringing up a good point. If the pearls in
Oh
the desert,
my god!
oh my!
So unless this is Flipper, this is a logical fact. Oh my god.
So... Well, now it depends if this is the flipper.
Nope.
Right?
This is a logical Agassiz, folks. Maelstrom will be able to avoid that particular Aga requirement, although I do worry that what if those flippers are on a tablet? On Ether, probably.
If they are and Swamp is a pendant, then it's still good for TJ.
Or, the fact that the book would actually give us logical desert access. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but it looks like Lavon is going to go ahead and check his fake flipper check. And TJ's trying that Hera pop, but he's missing it. You only miss it so long before it becomes a time loss. Yeah, he's just going to cut his losses and run up. On Lavon did not set up the water walk to check the waterfall. Yeah, if he doesn't go for that, this is going to be a required Aga for him.
My god. This is... Oh man.
Valley just reset and keep his rupees. And he's off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Ag. So since he's run up here, I guess the question is, how many blue balls are we going to see?
15.
I'm going to go with 4. Alright, so TJ actually did not do the Super Bunny. But he's going to find the Pearl real soon. Mire, Turtle Rock, Pendant, Swamp the Green Pendant, and Thieves Town is your other 5-6. That is actually really convenient. Yeah, Swamp was green, and Mire and Turtle Rock were the other 2 pendant. It feels kind of early to say this, but isn't TJ just a fire rod from Go mode right now?
Let's see. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh my god, what the heck is the seed?
Now, if Lavan finds the fire rod on one of the tablets, then then that. And because the way our pendants are laid out, we know fire rod cannot.
Yeah. Oh wow. This is a seed. Oh man. Quizball, that's mean, but I love it. Oh my goodness.
Now, if they do find that early Go mode, I'd like to point out their heart counts real quick.
Oh Lord of mercy. Oh my god. Yeah, that's that'd be a thing.
I've done it before on Green Mail. I had a fairy in a bottle for it.
Yes, I quite remember the time that you won the Plando race against Dr. Bob, and you didn't realize that those settings would put you on like expert mode basically.
Yeah. It's still something you don't wish on anyone. So LaVon's trying to get his book. Meanwhile, TJ is going to check the checkerboard cave and probably the Meyer shed. Right color. It's not a stick though.
God, poor LaVon. Unless Fire Rod is on a tablet. It's gonna feel so bad though.
If you're TJ, I think you go sequence break Ice Palace because you don't have flippers, but fire. Well, no wait, you can't even get an Ice Palace. Duh. But yeah, you go full clear pod in Thieves Town. Actually, a bit of interesting routing here. If you do Thieves Town first, that clears both the 5-6 crystals. And you can take the bomb to the pyramid, and then from there go check out a pod.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not sure TJ even checked the Meyer medallion requirement, did they?
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just skipped it.
Nice chest ring. So where is this Fire Rod?
That was a
Who
smart
else
play
wants?
smart play by TJ though for safe scumming that mushroom.
Yeah, I just had a fun thought. Flippers on Bombo's tablet. Or Ether, possibly. To...
Fire rod on green pendant.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a very evil thought.
I mean, I used to run a Plando network. What do you expect?
I would have expected you to say cape on green pendant and the fire rod on the bumper ledge.
Flippers have to be in this chain of logic somewhere. Because logically, they are required for those myths and for Ice Palace.
Yeah, logically those flippers are required, but at this point, there's a lot of places they could be. Titan's mitts were in the waterfall cave.
Well, there's a fetch quest. So, oh wait, we already. Never mind.
Yeah, TJ already turned that in, saw it was junk, and said, "I."
Can't blame him. Man, though, if this fire rod comes up fairly quickly, though, like, possibly, and that aside, 4 hearts, 5 hearts, just, oh. Oi.
Is it making your is it making your head hurt?
More like my soul hurts thinking about doing that. Just like, no. I think asking for a sub-hour would be a bit much of the seed, but...
It would be a stretch, but at this rate, I think it's still...
Then again, it is fast Ganon.
Like, if Fire Rod was right here, Go Mode Pod is...
Depends on where the...
That is not what you want to...
Oh, no. Oh. Oh, dear.
That means if they have the medallion, they can go to... And a Fire Rod Laser Bridge would kind of suck.
Yeah.
What was that? Wait, that can't happen. Wait, that totally can't happen.
Huh? What do you mean it can't happen?
No, it sounded like you had that thought of, wait, that can't happen, and realized, oh, wait.
Oh,
that
I
can't
know it
happen.
can happen. I know it can totally happen. I'm just thinking of the odds of it.
You've probably put the dang thing there at one point.
Did you know that that was the idea that started Team Plando? Well, part of the idea that started Team Plando. It was such a simple, elegant thought, and it turned into a nightmarish mess. Never start a channel, folks. So much more effort than you expect it to be.
TJ's going to go in here and work on his 4th crystal.
Man, he's just flying through this stuff.
Only 5 hearts, but you've got Butter Sword at least.
Butter Sword Silverless, huh?
Butter Sword Silverless isn't that bad, but this does kind of beg the question of, where's all the health at?
I mean, it's been a jet seed, so you know.
Well, it has been a jet seed. They
I'm surprised. Has Levon checked the tablets yet?
no, he hasn't. It hasn't been convenient.
I mean, I'd be pressing that book to make sure that you know. Then again, he has no idea that his opponent got Titan's Mitts out of logic to skip Aga.
What I'm slightly surprised on is that he hasn't checked.
Yeah, I mean,
Hype Cave is when you go ahead and check the Bombos tablet. But Ether is way out of the way, especially considering it does not have access to anything in Dark Death Mountain except for Spike Cave. Who wants to do that? And he's already done Tower of Hera. That would be
Yeah, and he has no way of knowing that, again, TJ skipped that requirement.
Yeah, Death Mountain climb for Lavan right now would be just for 2 checks.
This race could be very interesting if it's either on or behind a tablet. Like, those are the types of races that you really love seeing, because it's like, it goes from being extremely one-sided to, oh my gosh, this could go either way.
Let's say for a moment that those flippers are on a tablet.
Mm-hmm.
That would then lock 7 locations because of Swamp Palace and the Green Pendant.
Mm-hmm.
As fast as they're checking, that is an awful lot of checks that TJ cannot do.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
But we're about to go into a 5-heart blind fight.
TJ's got this.
Even if they don't, they still have Blue Cane and Half Magic.
Got a little off script there. But gets it anyway. Who cares about health anyway?
With the amount of health they've got, this is not a seat for inexperienced runners, I think.
This is the seed where you bash your head against Cold Stare until your opponent dot stuns and then forfeit.
Yeah, with that blue mail, I think Cold Stare will still do 3 hearts of damage to him, so Cold Stare can 2-shot them right now.
Yeah.
5 digs for a pack of blueberries.
This could be a very... This could be a thing.
So if TJ wants to go further down the sequence break rabbit hole, he's got a cane and powder. I mean, a cane and mushroom. You can fake powder. Normally, at the 48-minute mark, you see a heart container, and you pass it because, oh, I have health. This is not one of those seeds.
Yeah.
And Cold Stare still 2-shots him. Oh no.
So tell me, have you ever fancied doing an expert mode seed after that horror you played?
I've done crowd control difficulty. That, even without people interacting, I think that's worse. Uh-oh. We got psychedelic blind over here.
I love psychedelic blind. So how that works, as blind is going into the light, you hold down select. Also, I just want to point out that Meyer is Bombos.
That's probably good news for our runners right now.
While we missed it, it is on TJ's personal tracker.
Now, even though TJ has the ice rod, considering he needs the fire rod for Turtle Rock to clear Trinex as well, that ice rod means nothing.
Yeah, because you can't. Sorry. You can't kill Trinex without fire rod anyway.
Oh, Lavan's setting up for the fake powder as well.
Yep.
And TJ getting more items that are the right color.
Right color, wrong item. Man.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and take care of a Hype Cave first. I actually think I'd turn the chest in first and then go to Hype Cave and then turn into Big Bomb.
Piece of heart. Red mail. Piece of heart. Hurt. Piece of heart. You know, in this case, I'm gonna give that a solid 9 out of 10, given the health situation.
I give it a 3, but then again, my value of health is skewed.
Yeah, but keep in mind how much health they had prior.
As I said, my value of health is skewed. I practice 3 heart green mail master sword silverless Ganon. I'll also say that entire cave and the purple chest was the right color.
I still say that one of the tablets is gonna have something.
Well, we may finally see before long.
Oh, look at that.
Of course, Lavan could not get that ice rod or check the purple chest because of the lack of Titan's mitts. And here comes that big bomb.
Oh my god!
There's the flippers!
Did I call it or did I call it?
We were running out of spots there.
I called this like quite a
like
bit
forever ago. But here's the thing. Lavan doesn't know where the Titan's mitts are. He may go into swamp looking for the Titan's mitts since he's right here.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Just wow. Okay. Okay, game.
And our Fat Fairy with
Orion.
some green goo.
You know, just for the extra trolls, like Bombos could be in swamp to Fire Rod in ice. So, at the bare minimum, agate is doubly required.
Well, we don't want Fire Rod and Ice, though, if you're rooting for Lavan.
Well, but you need Bombos to get in if that's the case. And I'm saying if Bombos is in Swamp.
Okay, yeah.
Clearly, this was a math girl plan, though.
Disclaimer, Plando seeds are not allowed for the Challenge Cup or the main tournament. Salstrala bot just felt like being trolly tonight, or this afternoon.
Actually, I guess technically all of these could be considered Synax Plandos.
We have a bow-locked pod. Too bad the bow was the very first thing we found in Link's house.
Yep.
Oh wow, TJ's actually on a second row of hearts now.
Well, that's good at least. I was getting worried we'd see a 5-heart blue male Ganon fight.
Oh, come on, that's not that bad.
Yes, it is. Or worse, a blue male 5-heart cold stare fight. Which is even more treacherous.
But they have Butter Sword. That's just 4 swipes and he's dead.
Also, you know, Dark Shadows, Synac is the honorary Team Plando member for a reason.
Yeah, he fixed her stuff when it broke.
Well, okay, that too.
Now Lavan has those Titans mitts.
But also because he freaking just rolls the most horrific, horrible seeds. Usually it's 14 heart green male, vanilla. Most people get St. Heart.
So we're about to have both these runners in the same dungeon.
Oh my.
If everything's been going on, they're on the same crystal count too.
I just want to see Swamp and Ether Tablet.
You just want bad things on these runners.
I want a close and interesting race.
They're in the same dungeon!
True. Actually, I guess that Lavan did catch up at some point, didn't he?
Yeah, because he couldn't do a Smith chain without the Titans mitts.
Hmm.
So as long as they don't go back and do the Smith chain, then yeah, it's time gained. And there's a mirror shield, so Butter Sword, Mirror Shield, Coward's Mail. I think the seed's
And-
trying to make up for all that time with low health.
Yeah. Also, last items on Helmasaur. I kind of miss last Challenge Cup where there were just like so many combinations. Like, I think it's a bad idea for main tournament, but for side tournaments like this.
But the other thing is there are so many tournaments that run. I think there's even a Mystery Seed tournament right now, too.
Yeah.
I think TJ's about out of options after Pod.
Oh, he doesn't have the big Kentucky. Oh. Poor LaVon. Didn't
After
quite
this-
think that one through.
After this, TJ might be headed up Death Mountain.
Possibly. Can't do swamp. Can't do ice. Can't do mire. Yeah, possibly. I don't think there's much else left. Is there?
They already did the front of Skull Woods. Like, they might have catfish left, but we've already seen catfish.
So we're down to what? Ether Tablet, Turtle Rock, or Swamp being our next progression?
Or, Hookshot Cave, or Super Bunny Cave, or Spike Cave.
Oh, true. Is this fine? I still want to see that book turn into something though.
I think the ped might turn to silvers.
And you think I'm evil?
Hey, Butter Sword Silverless Ganon is not bad.
Oh, it's annoying. Also, I just have to wonder what LaVon was thinking when he saw those bits at Waterfall Ferry.
I'm wondering what's going through TJ's head because they've been in Fire Rod mode for the past
And
half hour.
Bombo Slock Turtle Rock.
I know when you're one item from go mode for half an hour or better, things start running through your head.
Like, oh my god, where is this thing? Where is this thing? Is that book locking it? Did Lavan take the chance and go get that book?
I don't think they found anything significant other than that Cane of Samaria, and it hasn't done anything yet. Another red thing.
Nothing here. So we're down to Spike Cave and Ether Tablet? Is that what we're... and Swamp? Is that what we're down to?
I believe that's what we're down to.
Oh my god. So if Spike Cave isn't the answer, TJ is gonna have to go kill Aga. It's bombs! Aga required! Hard required! Oh my god.
Oh, for the one with fire in their name, it was pretty quick on the Aga. Or the other one, that was one heck of a slow burn.
Where is he going?
He probably doesn't. Oh, he hasn't.
Ah. Oh my. Seed. The seed. This is fine.
And Lavan's going to be able to check that that ether tablet soon.
If it's not there, then it's Swamp. Or Green Pendant, turn in either way.
And TJ's thinking he has access to ice, but you can't get in.
I mean, you can get in. Good luck getting past the first room, though. Well, this says no fire rod, no bombos.
I think there is a way to clip that Freezor out of bounds.
What? Is it, minor?
Yes.
Elaborate?
I've only heard of it. I haven't actually done it. And that's also not saying it's an easy thing to do.
That sounds major, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just something I've heard of. It's one of those really vague things. But, so teacher's going to check his catfish, and it's probably going to be that unfortunate act.
Alright, is it Ether Tablet or is it Swamp? Survey says as the tablet explodes, it's Swamp. TJ desperately trying to avoid Aga, but
I
think
he's
he
realized
I think he just ran out of checks and he's just like, no.
Now I think Lavan has cleared pod.
Yes.
So even though TJ had the Titans a lot earlier, Lavan may have the advantage.
Alright, LaVon, just go to swamp. Go to swamp. Goddess, that bomb clip is most definitely major, but if there's a Freezor clip, that could be potentially minor.
I think it was used the bomb to clip the Freezor out.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know there's a bomb clip to clip Link out of bounds. Which is okay, yeah, it's a major glitches trick basically. I don't want to go into the full trying to explain the funky shenanigans that happen with diagonal walls and bombs.
Well, in this
This
case,
game is well programmed. Let's just leave it there.
Oh yeah, totally.
I know it's major. I have done no logic seeds before. Which apparently disqualifies me as a scrub, but you know.
Now TJ's making time up here while Lavon's doing that Smith chain. So by the time TJ finishes and grabs that book, this might still be fairly close.
Yep.
I think it's really going to depend on if TJ checks Bombos or Ether first.
Oh man. Oh man, this is a close race.
Now remember, this is fast Ganon, so we don't have to worry about big key guessing game. Once they hit go mode, they have Skull Woods, Ice Palace, and then Ganon.
Yep. That's gotta be so frustrating for TJ though.
Yeah, he was able to dodge Aga forever.
You weren't even supposed to have Moon Pearl before killing Aga.
Yeah, that book was your logical access to the Moon Pearl, and it also looks like it's required for logical access to the Fire Rod. Or any access, really.
Yeah. I mean, you can fake Flipper in Swamp, but good luck getting anywhere with it.
Yeah, because of the layering, you can get in the water, you just can't get out.
Oh god, swamp layering is just, oh. So how I think it works, there's the upper layer, which is where like Lavon is right now, and then down below is the lower level, which the upper level is where most of the dungeons sit, I want to think. And the lower level being, you know, the underground.
Also, Ether first for TJ.
Oh my. But yeah, like, I tried to do a YBA out of Swamp, and I ended up in EG. And it's like, oh. I suddenly understand people's frustration with Swamp.
I like Quizball's answer to that. How it works: duct tape and baling wire.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Did LaVon do Left Side Swamp?
They have not yet. It makes sense. There's more items back here, and if you don't find it back here, then you can go back in and.
Also, the big key could be back here.
Yeah.
There's a map, so there's at least one item on the left side. And that's 2 items on the left side.
Okay then.
We still found nothing of importance in Swamp.
It's gonna be Left Side Swamp, you know. Oh. Not gonna get the Zero Cycle, but that was beautiful.
That was so close to 0 cycle.
Argus got a little too close. There it is. That is go mode.
Yep. 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 50 some odd seconds. LavanFirestorm has it go mode.
Gosh. This is. And Lavon mirroring in front as TJ walks in.
So, for a seed we thought was going to be so fast at the start, it had some.
So my Plando senses were correct in the beginning.
You said Bombos was going to be in there, and it was going to be in, like, rock.
Oh. I was hoping. But at the beginning, I mentioned the tablets with the whole book, and you're like, this isn't a Plando.
All right, who slipped the Plando into our channel?
I swear I had nothing to do with this.
So Ice Palace is dungeon that can be a pain, but go mode ice, not that bad. Go mode red male 13 heart butter sword, even.
still no silvers, but you know, that's a thing. This seed is just wow.
And even though TJ had the mitts for probably about 40 minutes or so before Lavan got them, it's Lavan that is currently in the driver's seat for this.
I mean, I think those mitts are exactly why LaVon is in the driver's seat. As bad as it must feel,
And there was nothing TJ did wrong. I think it was a good play to, just skip out on that book because the odds were that book wasn't required. And he probably had an idea that the flippers were locked behind it. Just because the mitts were locked behind the flippers. But with that pendant layout, you had to go for it. And this time, it didn't pay out. And it's going to be a long uphill climb to catch up to LaVon at this point. Coldster didn't want to cooperate, but LaVon kind of forced it. TJ was trying to go for the quick one cycle at the end with double ice rod shot into a sword spin, but didn't quite work out. At 122.13, TJ is now in go mode.
yep.
We're going to head over to Ice Palace as LaVon is left and is on their way over to Skull Woods to claim that final. I think this is one of those seeds where if you had a spoiler log, this could have been a really quick seed, but yeah, that chain of events that the seed wanted you to do, that is among the last things.
I mean, I saw it coming from a mile away when I saw that book.
But you're always suspicious.
I mean, a fetch quest on Lumberjack Tree.
Oh, LaVon almost got grabbed by that wall master.
Yeah. Nice.
Got those 4 quick slashes. I was worried they were going to try to spin Moth, and a Butter Sword spin actually does not damage Moth.
Yep.
In the vanilla game, a Butter Sword slash doesn't hurt Moth either, but they patched that for the random.
Again, this game is well programmed.
They fixed it for the GBA version. we're on to Ganon here. 6 slashes for phase 1, 6 slashes for phase 2, 4 slashes in phase 3, and then we're going to have 12 spins in the final phase. And I believe that was a Ganon hug.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure they have a bottle of red goo, though. Yeah, as much as Ganon was teleporting, I don't think he likes butter.
I guess he's lactose intolerant.
It's a really clean cold stare for TJ.
Oh, nice. I'll be able to get 3 hits out of this.
I think there was like a 1 frame on that hit.
Oh boy.
Going slow and steady. Well, not slow and steady, but just being real precise with those hits, getting in on Ganon. We should be about done here. Oh, hey.
GG's.
And ladies and gentlemen, crossing into the Triforce room, finishing in first place with a time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 6 seconds, LavanFirestorm.
Oh my god, this race though.
And then TJ is going to go ahead and forfeit. They've already seen everything they need to from the seeds, so Siden, we're done with it for now.
Hello, GG's both of you.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
Reading is fundamental. Good game.
Reading is very fundamental. I am glad I didn't water walk because I don't know how.
Well, despite that, it seemed like we were pretty close.
Yeah.
The whole time I was going through, I was sitting there praying. The progression was not on one of those tablets. Because I checked that early, and I'm like, it's never fun to see a question mark on the lumberjack ledge.
My Plando senses were tingling the second I saw that.
Mm-hmm. It's always in the back of my mind, but I kind of wish I gambled it.
It was actually, it was quite interesting because it was like, you know, Lavan had to do Aga because he didn't know how to water walk, and you know, it's like, oh man, like, and you know, Aga was logically required just for that moon pearl.
Yep. I put it off as long as I
put it off even longer.
You did.
Yeah, it was like
I'm sure that made for an
post-hour.
entertaining race. Yeah, it was not a good feeling. Although I thought maybe the rough routing may have been similar. I guess we deviated quite a bit. But having a fire rod, being a fire rod away from Gomo when you enter the dark world with 5 hearts, you kind of think, statistically, this probably isn't right.
Oh,
those hearts. I'm like, where
Yeah.
are they? I would like to live through a hit of anything.
Yeah, 4 hearts with level 4 sword. That was cool. It was nice.
It was
Yeah.
some.
we were talking about the possibility of having to fight Cold Stare in Go mode while Cold Stare can 2-shot you.
I could have done it.
Yeah, it would have been fine, but would have sucked. That's what cost me race 1 is the fact that I couldn't play. I had 3 or 4 deaths to Mothula, 2 or 3 more deaths in Turtle Rock. I was just out of it.
No, that seed was a mess too.
Yeah, that was oops all dungeons.
Yeah,
And
Pat Aga with a go mode mirror in the purple chest, bootless.
Oh.
That was good. That's a contender for one of the worst seeds I ever played. Not this one. This one was cool as hell.
this was fun.
Yeah, it was interesting to see TJ. You had the gloves for probably what, half an hour at least before Levon did.
Yeah.
Like at the same time, that's kind of a double-edged sword because it opens up so much. I was really hoping I'd find the fire rod before I found the gloves because go mode gloves sounds great. I can't it just leaves so much stuff I don't.
Yeah, that's a good bottleneck to have.
Also, Lafon, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link to teach you how to water walk. That way.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I just haven't practiced the setups and I don't play enough or seriously enough for it to.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one, but you know, I got a friend of mine who'd be like, "No more glitches. Send these glitches to the shed. Put them away."
I mean, as somebody who enjoys no logic seeds, I have to disagree.
I like the minor glitches. I am all about that Harapot. Shame I didn't get it today.
Yeah, that's another one I haven't bothered to learn. I just don't have enough time to play ALCT. My glitch knowledge is overworld glitches. Like I love overworld glitch logic. That's my favorite mode to play. Which means I probably.
I would recommend learning some major glitches, just like YBAs and stuff. Once you know it, you just it's so hard to walk away from it. But yeah.
On that water walk, hey TJ, when you water walked in there and saw those gloves though, where were you thinking the flippers were? Did you have an idea at the time?
No, I figured it could have been. I figured they were in the Dark World. I wasn't really thinking that far ahead. I was just thinking where the Moon Pearl was because I saw the gloves and I figured Aga's still possible here. That Moon Pearl could still be on the pyramid. I was thinking much more about the Moon Pearl than I was about the flippers. So yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go down to Agana's cave and see them?
No, I hadn't. I picked it up. I picked it up when I mirrored to do Desert Palace, figuring the Moon Pearl might actually be in Desert Palace, because I know the book was on Lumberjack. I figured it was possible you could do Aga, be stuck in the Dark World, then have to go get the book, use the book to enter Desert and get the Moon Pearl there.
So I
think what you had to do, wasn't it?
That was.
Yep.
I was actually curious, Levon. What was your reaction to seeing those mints?
I was frustrated because, like I said, I was really looking forward to it being Mitts go mode. I'm like, okay, we just want to find the fire rod. We don't want to see the Mitts anywhere around. And I kind of felt like I might have been behind at that point just because there was an opportunity to water walk, and I'm like, well, and I was kind of worried that the book wasn't actually required logically because you could have totally skipped it if you didn't have to go into swamp.
Yeah, exactly.
At least you didn't have to go to Turtle Rock.
I was ready. I was ready to go in. I saw it was Bomb Boss. I'm like, I was actually kind of disappointed because that kind of eliminated further places the fire rod could have been. Yep. I was actually hoping to get into Turtle Rock this one.
Yeah, you even got the ice rod after you knew you didn't need it.
I was like, wrong color!
Same. I'm like, rod, oh.
Shame freezer burn isn't a thing.
as good as they are at coding this, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens at some point. Maybe maybe the 2020 holiday seed.
Reverse rod glitch incoming.
Hey, that sounds like a good thing for crowd.
Does actually.
Invert rods.
So we got a question from a restreamer here. Have you put any thought into your toggle for game 3?
Well, now I have to think about that. I'll have to think about it a little bit. I've got a heck of a day ahead of me here, so hopefully I'll figure out something for. I think the deadline is tomorrow.
I am unable to run anything tomorrow. We'll have to, like, I can do Monday, but I.
Okay, then it'll have to be Monday if the deadline is gonna. If
Yeah,
there's
like,
a little leeway there.
Or
I think they just want everything scheduled by tomorrow.
Okay. All right, we can schedule for Monday. Our schedule was such that we couldn't do anything until latest, late this week, because he was a GDQ and got back, and he got back the same day I had surgery, so I've been recovered for the last few days. So unfortunately, we couldn't get our games early. But I think Monday works for me. I have that day off.
Okay. Monday evening, like, 'cause I work until 5 Eastern.
And that'll give me some time to think about what I wanna change up here. I think I have an idea of what I want, but I want to play around with a couple of things before I really commit to a decision. I will give you a preview. It's either going to be map compasses shuffle or 6-6.
Okay, yeah, that would have been my, like, I usually do map compass shuffle, so that's fine.
So everyone watching, be sure to check the schedule, find out which one they go with.
Yep. Any last thoughts before we wrap things up here?
Learn to read.
Literacy is important.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we got the boots this time.
Hey, that was pretty early. Actually, that's boots. Kind of what put me. I think the boots kind of is what made me lose here. If I didn't get those boots, I would have had to do the AGA the old-fashioned way. But them's the breaks, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not all that unhappy. I wasn't that far behind you when I gave up here. So I think despite the great deviance in routing, we were pretty close. So that was I'm glad we could at least put on a good race.
Yeah, I like races where it's everybody, both runners take completely different routes and still wind up very.
Yep.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yep.
Remember, if you want to see more of the Challenge Cup, be sure to join the Discord, as well as if you want some more insight on Link to the Past Randomizer, be sure to check some of the videos here on Go Mode Podcast.
By the way, please forgive this Ganon you're seeing here. I was heavily distracted when it was going on and not at all committed to finishing at this point. So this is not an indication of how well I can do this fight, I promise.
Like, I debated
Oh, man.
I did Bombo's tablet right after Thieves Town and got my flippers. I debated going into Swamp, but instead I went around and finished Dark World check.
Yeah, thank you all for putting on a good race. And Math Girl, you have anything left to say?
Not really. I hope everybody has a great day, and I think there's more races scheduled for this later today as well.
Bombos is somewhere. Who knows?
So
Who cares?
hope y'all join us for those.
I started my